Hello, this is Greg Smith with GoSignMeUp, and I'm going to give you a brief overview of our registration management system and how it relates with our integration into Canvas. And so you're looking at a public site interface, which is where your folks go to search and sign up for their classes. Our goal for this site is to have a system that is very easy to use for folks to register, very logical, very simple process. At the same time, providing a lot of customization ability for you in terms of the coloring, pictures, logos, and to get the branding exactly the way that you want it to look. To give an example, I wanted to show you some other sites here in terms of the way that they have provided for their branding. And you can see they're all very, very different here. Now, the way that you connect to that, your registration system is through your website. You put a link which goes directly into your registration system here. So it's very simple to provide that. Here's a real life example with the University of Texas Health in Houston and School of Dentistry. This is their homepage. You simply click over right here on the courses, and that takes you into their portal, their registration portal. Same thing as it relates to Bucks County. Now you're going to see a little bit more with them here in a little bit since they are doing a presentation, but this is their homepage. As you click on it, it takes you into their registration portal. As you can see, each one of these examples I have really look really quite different from each other. So it provides for a lot of customization on your part. Coming back to our sample page here, this is called the list view, and everything is listed chronologically in a nice, clean, neat list. This could have been alphabetical too. You've got a lot of different uh, customization ability for you there. If I click on calendar, it takes one into a calendar, which shows everything chronologically on a calendar. We go around from month to month. And then finally, we've also got a tile view, which is really nice. The branding, it's become very popular with a lot of our folks because you can brand each class itself with the various pictures here, which is kind of nice. As far as searching for classes, we do have some search engine tools that you can include on your site. Here's one for categories. And of course, those would be your categories. You can do locations as far as a filter, and we have a keyword search as well. Let's go back over the list view, and you'll see the classes again are listed here chronologically. You'll notice with this Excel class that the event is full. And that's because I've set an enrollment threshold that when that threshold is met, the register button goes away. Now, if someone cancels out of a class, assuming you allow for that, then the register button will come back automatically. The person who canceled out gets an email confirming that. And of course, the roster is immediately updated. We have the same type of automation in a waitlist scenario as well that you can do on a per course basis. Let's go ahead and sign up for a class. I'm going to go into this strategic management class, and this takes us into a little bit more of a detailed listing that you control completely with the pictures, with the verbiage, with the information that's here that can go as detailed as you want. I'm going to go ahead and register for the class. Now, one does need to have an account in order to sign up, and I am signing up into an existing account. Now you control that registration form, not only with the number of fields or information that you want to collect, but you can customize it as well as far as the fields. And I could add like, what department are you in or what organization are you with? There's all kinds of ways we can go here. Now, I should mention a connectivity point we have with Canvas. If I have a Canvas account, I don't need to create an account in GoSignMeUp. I use the same credentials when I'm logging in using my Canvas credentials, so I don't need to remember all kinds of usernames and passwords as we have a single sign-on relationship with Canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and submit my registration, and I could add more classes if I wanted to, but I'm going to check out now, and I'm in the class. I've received an email confirming that I'm in the class. You can send as many reminders out as you wish. Now in that email, there'll be a link where I would click it. It would take me into Canvas, my Canvas account, and I could begin consuming the content. If I do not have a Canvas account and I've signed up for a Canvas course, our system will create the Canvas account for that. Now you can turn that off if you don't want to use that particular feature. Now I'm going to jump over here and go into my Canvas account. And you can see as soon as this logs me in, you'll see on the bottom left that strategic management class that I just signed up for is there waiting for me. So you can see it's a a pretty nice connectivity there. So as we come back, just to kind of review, our system was designed to be very easy for folks to search and sign up for classes, customizable by you with the branding, as you can see. And you can see it's going to save you a lot of time, administrative time and effort. Let's jump over to the system administration side. There's a lot you can do from here. We're going to just focus on a couple of different reports here. I'm going to click on this strategic management class. So everything having to do with managing this class is right here, whether it's the students, running reports, whatever it might be. So you can see here's the list of students. It's got their status confirmed, if they've canceled, waitlisted. I can cancel students as a system administrator. I can enroll new students. I can enroll groups of students like within a department or a school. So there's an awful lot you can do there. We do have a survey at the end. If you want to provide a survey, here's the survey that I created. I'll just let you preview it. That gets sent out to students. They answer the questions. Then I go into my reports. For this strategic management class, we have all kinds of categories of reports. I'm going to go into evaluations and see we have 9 different reports. I'm just going to go to a real quick aggregate results or aggregate view of the responses. And so there's all kinds of reports in here for wait list, attendance, just general reports as it relates to that. I'm going to go over, though, to this report over here. Actually, these reports, these are more system-wide reports, not for a specific class, but maybe for groups of classes or students. Again, more of an aggregate level report as it relates to classes and students. But I want to get just a summary of what the registrations have looked like. And I want to do it on a weekly basis. So I'll click weekly, see how easy this is. And I'm going to make it go back 2 months. So I just go back to December 1st through, actually, it's going to be a little bit more than that, than 2 months, and click the 27th. Now, if you recall, those categories and locations for the search engine, they come into play also for reporting. And so I'm going to do just some data on the screen. I'm not going to export it into Excel or CSV. So let's load the report. And as you can see on the left-hand side is each week, and on the right side are the registrations from each week. As you can see on the week of February 4th, we had a good number of registrants that week. Now, let's say that I want to take that same data, but I want to make it more of a graphic look and feel to it, maybe for like a board meeting or whatever. So I'm going to take that same data, put it into a bar graph, and here's everything inside of a bar graph. So this is pretty much one to show you, but I'd like to just review with you some of the main integration points that we do have with Canvas. Starting from the top, we do have a single sign-on relationship with Canvas, so they only need to know one set of passwords and username. And then when they do sign up for a Canvas class, they're going to automatically have that content waiting for them in their Canvas account. We also do provide for the ability to sign up for a non-Canvas class if you're not, like let's say you're doing some sort of in-seat class. And so once they register a course, then they have access to Canvas. Our reports are pretty extensive, and I gave you just a really tiny, tiny sampling of those reports. But they're different from the Canvas reports because Canvas reports are going to be more focused on what they do and how they perform inside the LMS. Ours is more of student and history reports, certifications, and if you're doing e-commerce financial reports for payments and all that. This is a real nice integration, automatic certificates. You create your certificate and GoSignMeUp, appropriate student and course fields or class fields, brand it how you want. Then when they finish the content in Canvas, as you define it, our system will then automatically show that student has completed that class, and it will send that certificate out automatically as a link to that student. And then finally, if they are signing up in Canvas and in GoSignMeUp and don't have a Canvas account, our system will automatically create that Canvas account for them, which you can certainly turn that feature off. So hopefully this gives you a good taste, a good feel for our system. And thank you very much for sharing your time with us.